Yeah, let me do it.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, project you live as a champ. Her last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage, SmackDown. Hold the title, this is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Wrestling with Savage, and we are here to talk about WWE and of course all things professional wrestling. And I got a surprise for all of you tonight because a lot happened this weekend. I guess we can just start off with this right away.
Who do you think you are? Let's know who the hell you are. Who are you? Who are you? I didn't touch him. I didn't touch him. I think I'll ever get him. Shut your mouth! Shut your mouth! You all shut your mouth! Shut your mouth! You all shut notice! The whole locker room is on notice!
Come closer so you can take a look at this.
Brought to you by the Greek gods. Get down on your damn hands and knees and thank me!
We'll get back to that later. But for right now, very interested. Let's bring in our co-host first of all. Jay, welcome back to the show. It's been a minute. How you doing, man? You having some...
There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're seeing right now is probably what you haven't seen in the last year. One of the hottest managers we have live on the show in the Savage Kingdom Promotions. For God's sakes, he's the CEO. He's the CFO. He's the one and only hottest manager in town, Savage.
Savage is here, and I got good and bad news. The good news is we made the debut. It was a success. We did everything we said we were going to do. We said we were going to whoop ass. The bad news is this loser who you just saw get shoved in the video, all right? His name is Totowa Tom. He's been on this show before. He's a massive pain in the ass at all the shows. He thinks he's cool because he gets online before anybody. He's actually here. He's here because I want to know if he learned his lesson this past weekend. Tom, did you learn your lesson? Because see, when we're not at the shows, you're actually
shows I haven't been.
He's not a terrible guy at all, but when he's at the shows, he doesn't know when to like keep his mouth shut.
Is it the same hat you threw?
I should have just threw it in the garbage.
Let me know when we're on.
We've been on, you idiot.
Hi.
Where's my introduction?
What introduction? You don't get an introduction. We showed everybody you get abused by Spencer Slade.
That's the same hat you threw. That's the same hat you threw on the wall.
Do you need to see it again, Tom?
No,
it is.
My introduction.
That's the same hat.
Let's watch it again. Let's watch it again.
That's the same hat. It is. That's the same hat.
I didn't touch him. I didn't touch him. I think I'll ever get him. Shut your mouth! You all shut your mouth! Shut your mouth! You all shut notice! The whole locker room is on notice!
Come closer so you can take a look at this.
Brought to you by the Greek gods. Get down on your damn hands and knees and thank me for bringing you Spencer Slade.
There's nobody that can keep up with what we're going to bring to the wrestling business.
What we're gonna do is make money and draw bodies, suplexes and submission. You're looking at the next champion in the world right here with Spencer Slade. Now the rest of you idiots, have a good night while we enjoy the big city like superstars do.
Volume.
My God, we're having issues here at the Savage Kingdom. We had a couple of wrestlers come over the weekend. They kind of trashed the studio a little bit. They were playing with my action figures. Matt Cardona was actually here playing with action figures, and he got into a fight with Hornswoggle. He threw him on my computer. He broke my microphone. I'm sick of it because Cardona has nothing better to do. And now we got to deal with my stupid, shitty camera microphone. I probably sound like
Yeah.
shit.
I think everybody wants to know in the Savage Kingdom who started the altercation.
Tom,
All right. Can I have my
We'll let you to do that
first?
go ahead, Tom.
Jonathan Keys did not lose that match, Savage. The referee never counted 3. Spencer Slade did not get a 3 count. And you heard me in the video. If you go all the way back to the beginning of the video, I'm saying to the ref, that wasn't a 3. That wasn't a 3. Bad job by the ref. And then, Savage, you heard me say that. You came over to me. You touched my hat. Okay? And that's what started it. And Spencer Slade must have thought that I touched you first.
Listen,
So,
shut the hell up, first of all. Can you hear?
I apologize. Hold on. I apologize.
You should
To
apologize.
Spencer Slade if he thinks that I laid a hand on you, because you know I would never do that to you. Okay?
I agree with Gianna for once. You are a wish version of Dave LaGreca. It's pretty pathetic. My God. And listen to me, all right? Spencer Slade destroyed Joseph Keys. Exactly like we said we were. Just because you didn't see the ref count 3, maybe it's because you have glasses on, you can't see, and you don't have shades like me on. You have glasses, meaning you have eye issues. And from where I was standing, it was a clear 1, 2, 3. Don't blame us because that ref, who's a jabroni, by the way, I call him Sideburns, all right? He has sucked at his job for as long as I've known him. Okay, so no wonder you have fans like you who think he couldn't count to 3. He probably doesn't even know how to count to 10. That's why he became a referee, because you only need to learn how to count to 3.
You know what really bothers me, though?
What's that?
That little girl. That was her first live pro wrestling match, and I'm not sure if she's ever going to return.
You know what? It was well deserved.
She did nothing.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
she did. Yeah, she did. There she is right there. There she is right there. You see her?
Yeah.
Look, let's pause it right there. She not only will come back, Tom, she's probably going to become a fan of Spencer Slade because she was hanging out next to you. So obviously.
You forgot about the chubby kid right next to her. Go back.
Chubby kid.
Look at his face. Oh. Look like the Undertaker with that dude in the front row that was shot.
Yeah, he does actually. You know what? Now that you mention it, that's the first time I've actually looked at the little kid next to him.
Look shot.
Tom, you traumatized 2 people with your actions.
She's going to become a WWE superstar someday.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility. But you are watching the weekly update here with Savage. Tomorrow night, we'll be talking about AEW. And I think we're going to have to start talking about NWA as well. I might be adding that into the Wednesday show. But yes, Spencer Slade with Savage in action at the Elks Lodge. It went down. It happened. The debut was phenomenal. It was amazing. It was incredible. And we got the job done. Absolutely brilliant shots here.
Crazy shots. Look at that. He looked like one of those good fellas.
Look at the action. Look at the action. Me making sure that Spencer Slade.
Can we get a close up on the money clip tie part, please?
It's a possibility. I like that shot on the left. I was told I kind of look a little like Jack Nicholson.
Can we also get a close up on Tom's busted open hoodie? Can we also get a
Tom, it's sad that, not only did you get disrespected at the event, but literally Spencer Slade disrespected the entire busted open nation because you were clearly wearing that shirt showing support. How do you feel about letting down the entire busted open nation?
It's funny because I saw a couple of posts where people were like, LaGreca was there.
Yeah, see, like you said, watered down version of LaGreca, and you were there. The merch is coming soon. SNS established 2024. We're gonna have ladies merch available, men's merch available, sweatshirts.
Like me if I let my hair grow.
Yeah, t-shirts, Slade and Savage.
I probably look like that guy.
The next great thing in professional wrestling, and the rest of the show is an absolute banger as well. Great card. I'm sure Tom enjoyed it thoroughly, especially since he's such a wrestling nerd.
I actually had to leave because I was afraid of Spencer Slade, because let me tell you something.
Probably the best decision you ever made.
When he grabbed me, that was one thing. But what scared me the most was when he looked into my eyes as he was leaving and said, "I'm coming for you." And that's when I said to myself, what did I just do?
Okay.
And I watched the next match, and then I promptly gathered my things and left the arena.
Okay. Okay. I understand. Jay, now you didn't get to see the event at all, did you?
I saw your match. I saw the Spencer Slade match.
You saw the whole
now,
match.
I don't know if you were running away from a bee or you just wanted to be in the ring. I don't know. Now, that's controversial, but I did see the match.
Joseph Keys was coming after me. He took his time, and he was trying to decide if he should go left or right, and I was just hanging out by the pole doing what I had to do to avoid, because I put his leg on the rope.
Oh, whoa, we got a live.
Put his leg on the rope.
Oh,
I had to put his leg on the rope.
I thought you would deny it. I thought you would be in denial.
No, I have to do what I got to do.
You're living up to it.
Greek God sent me Spencer Slade so we could take over professional wrestling.
Slade, and with Fight Promoter, Wrestling with Savage.
And we show everybody exactly who Spencer Slade is, exactly who SNS is, exactly what suplexes and submissions are capable of. Are you ready to show everyone out there who you are? It's time. Spencer Slade, the world's greatest professional wrestler. This man is a legend. On your damn hands and knees and thank me for bringing you Spencer Slade. Are you ready to show New York City and the world exactly who the hell you are? Independent Wrestler of the Year and the uncrowned world champion.
Might be out.
What's that leg? Might be a little too close to the bottom.
You guys got him in the sitting in the chair. Right there.
Professional wrestling right here in Queens, New York, Spencer Slade.
I don't just beat other wrestlers up. I beat other fans up too. So you want a suplex or do you want a submission, huh?
I'm Savage and this is Spencer Slade. You understand? You understand?
Yeah, I didn't touch him. I didn't touch him.
I did that every day. Shut your mouth! Shut your mouth!
Get this guy out of here. Savage, kick your man to the back.
The whole locker room is on notice. Leo Rush was talking about he's going to be the next world champion. I got bad news for you, Leo Rush. There's someone in front of you, and his name is Spencer Slade. You're looking at the next champion in the world. We're going to make a lot of money, Slade. We're going to make a lot of money. We're going to come right back here and invest it and make even more money, because that's what winners do. New York City is ours.
Yeah, get used to seeing him. Get used to seeing me. We did what we said we were going to do. And, of course, Jay, I'm not going to deny putting the foot in the rope. There's video evidence of it. It was on the pay-per-view for Christ.
From shower rooms to back alleys to Ty Rockefeller. I mean, Jesus.
Classic vignette.
You guys all over.
That's a vignette right there. Nobody cuts a vignette like Savage. And to anybody that's ever going to listen to this, whether it's the Emblers of the world or the bookers in the West Coast, the people that run the 2300 Arena, the GCWs, the NWAs, the NXTs, the XCWs, the BPWs, all you federations, you ISPW loving mofos out there, you want to see real storylines? You want to see someone who's going to come into that locker room and take the talent you have and make them even better. Prepare them for what's on the other side. Prepare them for where I'm going. Because I know what I was put on this earth to do, and that was to inspire incredible professional wrestling. And that's why I'm with Spencer Slade, because he is an incredible professional wrestler. The Greek gods have sent me Spencer Slade. The stars have aligned, Tom, and your ass better watch out if you ever decide to open your mouth again.
Bravo. Bravo. Now, what about all the fans at the Savage Kingdom? Where can they watch this pay-per-view? Because obviously it was airing somewhere.
Yeah, it was on Triller TV. You can go sign up. I believe you can get a free trial for 7 days. If you like it, keep it. If you don't,
Savage, I want to hear your thoughts. Stephen Chambers says, do TNA instead of NWA. Savage, your thoughts?
No comment on any of that. I go to where the money is, number one. So whoever's paying the most. Savage is an independent contractor. I will not sign a contract until there's enough zeros on there that make it worth my time to go into that company with a full investment. Other than that, I am an independent contractor.
You are a negotiator.
Oh, I negotiate plenty of things, but I'm not going to call myself the negotiator. I think Denzel Washington has that name on lock.
Yeah. Now, Savage, your thoughts on possibly having a female?
Yeah, we're working on a lot of people. The Savage Kingdom is getting loaded right now. Obviously, we have Marty Jannetty on the roster. We have Spencer Slade on the roster. And I could sit here and rattle off some other names as well, but we're going to keep it at that for now. The Savage Kingdom is strong. We have a legend, and we have probably the greatest, not probably, guaranteed right now, from what I've seen in my travels, the best independent wrestler in the world right now.
Could we go a little bit deeper into this promotion? I understand it was their first show.
Yes, yes. Violence and Suffering. They've done shows in the past, but this is their New York debut and their relaunch. We can expect to have more pay-per-views throughout the year in the New Jersey, New York area. And if you want to continue to talk about Violence and Suffering, I'll bring up Leo Rush. Because Leo Rush, I heard you have some words at the beginning of the night about how you're going to be the world champion or some crap like that. And that's not even going to happen. You're not even going to get close to touching that title. You're not on the same level as Spencer Slade, not today, not 10 years ago. Ain't going to happen. You're a great athlete. You have a great mind for this business. But you don't have Savage on your side. Oh, he's a great athlete. He is. I'm not going to take away. I will not take away that man's athleticism. I saw what he can do. The guy is athletic, but he is not a threat to Spencer Slade, especially when he has Savage on his side. I'm not going to let anybody touch my boy right there. Nobody's going to get near him in a way that's going to hurt him emotionally. As a matter of fact, I've reprogrammed Spencer Slade.
Because Spencer is no more. I've reprogrammed this man into a killer. It's over. The fun and games are over. We're not playing games. Slade is going to take over this business. He's out here. He's working hard. Savage has him working harder than he ever has in his entire life. And he understands what must be done. He understands that he must turn into the most psychotic suplex submission machine possible. So we can continue to do what we've been doing, which is destroying all the opposition. Violence and Suffering, you have seen nothing yet. You will see violence. You will see suffering unlike anything. Because when it's said and done, this man is going to drop the apocalypse on your organization. And I'm sick and tired of all the crap from management. Get your stuff together because he is the main event.
Oh, you're with your daughter. Well, guess what? Your daughter's about to watch this.
Come on, man, give me a break.
No. No breaks for Tony. No breaks for Tony. Come on. Sit your ass down. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Let's go, Slade. Mission accomplished. See you next time, Tony.
Now, that's not right. I mean, that's your friend, Tony.
That's not my friend. That's your friend. And that's why he got tapped out, because he's a loser like you.
Well, that's right.
You forgot about that part, right?
Yeah. So, Jay, what did you think?
I'm just reading these lovely, lovely quotes here by the chat. Look at this by RJB, Savage. Read this. Check this out. Let's put that on blast.
Sure. Why don't you go ahead and read it?
Just like a former manager once said, this applies to Savage. You listen to me. You go to the top. You don't listen to me. You're never heard from again. Wow.
Yeah,
powerful.
It is powerful. But Tony, again, crossed the line. He got in Slade's face. It didn't make the show, but if you were there live, Slade shoved Tantalizing Tony. Because Tony got in his face. Tony got in his face with his stupid little camera. A little too close for comfort. And if you notice in that video, my client, Spencer Slade, was kicking the holy shit out of a Samoan named Alpha Jr.
I thought Tony was talking trash about you. That's how it started. You just overheard him.
Well, I mean, he's always talking trash, but we're talking earlier in the night. Yes, when he got tapped out and choked out, that's because we ran up on him. He didn't hear us coming, and he was talking trash about Spencer Slade and me. But earlier in the night, probably the reason why he was talking trash is because Spencer Slade shoved him, pushed him, made him fall down. He fell on top of another elderly lady. It was a whole shenanigan. It was a whole fiasco.
Like RJB say, he's not so tantalizing that video. You're damn right. And we see him tantalizing Mick. We know where you
I have the full video. Let's watch the full video.
I'm gonna have to go to the doctor. I'm gonna have to call it work tomorrow.
Here it is. Here it
like
is.
Slade pushed me. Like I'm at ringside. You see everything.
Yeah,
like
okay?
I'm not wrestling. I'm 55 years old, and Savage has this fucking. I'm so sorry. Has to put his hands on me.
Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you what was going to happen?
Savage, come on, man.
Didn't I tell you talking trash now?
I'm with my daughter, bro. Come on, bro.
Oh, you're with your daughter. Well, guess what? Your daughter's about to watch this.
Listen, man. Come on, man. Give me a break.
No. No breaks for Tony. No breaks for Tony. Come on. Sit your ass down and go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. That's what happens to Tantalizing Tony. He's going to sleep. Let's go, Slade. Mission accomplished. See you next time, Tony. Trying to stay tantalizing, piece of crap. He was almost crying in that video, Tom. He was almost crying.
He was in front of his daughter.
They call this guy the YouTube champion? Are you kidding me? And I see you have some crap behind you. I saw you doing something. What the hell you got back there, Tom? Are you like stealing my intellectual property without paying for it?
I figured I could make some money off this, so I'm going to start selling these, and I'm going to sign them. These are beautiful. They're not 8x10s. I think
you will be hearing from my lawyer.
Yeah. So you'll be hearing from mine because this is actual evidence of what he's doing to me. So
listen, my lawyer is much better than your lawyer because your lawyer is probably from New Jersey, and if that's the case, he's an idiot.
It's like a 10x12 picture of evidence.
You think your shitty New Jersey lawyer is going to do anything against my top-notch New York lawyer?
The real reason
I'll take you to litigation for 15 years.
You know what I just realized? I think he's just jealous because I have a nice.
And I don't see your face in that picture.
Jay, look at that luxurious hair, Jay. It's beautiful. Look at that. There's nothing on top.
You got a 10x12 picture of evidence against you.
He doesn't have anything, man. He doesn't have anything. Listen, we got it. In a little bit, we're gonna get into WWE. We're gonna get into the breaking news. I gotta talk.
Can I talk about a topic after breaking news?
He's probably, if you ask him for an autograph on that, he's probably gonna slap you in the face.
I want to talk about something. I don't know if the right time now or after breaking news.
Yeah, we can wait till after breaking news. I kind of just want to bang out this whole. I'm not gonna play the full match, but what I would like to play for you guys is a little bit of the entrance. And then the actual promo that went down live, because a lot of people didn't get to hear it if they didn't watch it.
Where the money's at, somebody's getting submitted and tapped out today. Yeah.
That stupid ring announcer too. Unbelievable. Yeah, I'm not gonna. If you want, you can watch the full match. It's on the YouTube page. Very good match. I dare to say the best professional wrestling match on that card. I thought they murdered it.
Yeah, I was very pleased with the whole evening. I thought from the start to the end, good talent. Especially there was even a tryout match in the beginning with this tag team, 2 tag teams. Really enjoyed it. And I just want to say that I wouldn't have missed it for the world, because I was very happy to see you go out there and get your shot.
Appreciate you coming down. Just don't appreciate you getting in my face ringside, because I can't allow that, my friend.
I get a little crazy at these events, you know that, and I apologize. I'll apologize to you here on the air right now.
You're probably one of the more hardcore fans I've ever met in my life. Very dedicated, very passionate, but it seems like everybody in our circle kind of is. But I think you go a little more out of your way, because obviously you're a Dave Meltzer nerd. You read all 296 pages every week.
Did you see that I was voted top podcaster? Call in. No, I
don't
have a podcast, but I'm the top podcast call-in fan. Yeah.
Because you have nothing better to do, and you got time to sit there and call in everywhere all day.
Yeah, that's right.
It's an easy life. Very easy life. Also, this weekend, we had Evil Intent. You saw earlier, my client, Spencer Slade, beating the hell out of Alpha Jr. He helped Snitsky out. They ended up being a tag team together. It was a good show. Very good show. You can watch that on Premiere. Actually, that one's free on YouTube. On the Premiere YouTube channel, you can watch the last event, Evil Intent. Last week, last week we had Snitsky on the show. He was a great guest. That was a great episode. He dropped a lot about his time in WWE, and of course, his intentions for Alpha Jr., which were made clear this past Sunday. I did a little party over there at the battlefield for the Philadelphia Playboy. Didn't go well for him. I asked a couple of questions, and then the Revolution came out and beat the hell out of them with steel chairs. Good time, though. You can support Wrestling with Savage by going to Pro Wrestling Tees. Please support the wrestling universe. I spent a little time with Rob Van Dam. My son got a legendary picture. I can't wait to show it to him in like 20 years. Mick Foley, March 17th. Chuck Palumbo also on March 17th. Tony Gurria, May 5th. Stan Hansen, May 5th. And coming soon at WrestleMania, WrestleCon Philadelphia, Savage and Puppet Master Promotions will have House of Heathens and Marty Jannetty, and maybe one other legend that I'm still working on the details, as Tom would say, negotiating.
Well, this legend will be there too.
You're going to be at WrestleCon all 3 days?
2. At least Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, because you're going to go wait at line at 6 a.m. for the Busted Open party that doesn't start till like 1 o'clock.
That's right.
It's pretty sad.
Right? Only live once.
All right, I guess we'll do some breaking news without the corny breaking news sound. Logan Paul claims sole credit for Drew McIntyre's Elimination Chamber victory. And real quick, since we're on that subject anyway, WrestleMania is right around the corner. Before we get into Elimination Chamber, I got to give Rock credit for coming out to the ring and showing me and reminding me what a real superstar actually looks like. Because The Rock, on this episode of SmackDown, coming out to the ring and doing what he did, saying what he did, looking like how he looks, I smelled what he was cooking. And what he was cooking in that 60 seconds of talking was better than anything that's been done on WWE TV in the last 15 years. And it reminded me of how good the Attitude Era was and how good the superstars of the Attitude Era were. From the Kanes to the Rocks to the Triple H's to the Stone Cold Steve Austins. There's no one on the roster on the magnitude of the Rock's level. Not even Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns looked like a cockroach compared to the Rock. I mean, I just want to say
There's only one person.
What?
And I'm wearing the t-shirt.
Why?
That is as closest to the Rock. It's Cody.
Cody?
Yes, it's Cody. Look at from the loss from WrestleMania 39 till now. How big of a baby face he is over. And with this whole story, look, now this is confirmed. It didn't go the original way they wanted it. But look how the story's going. It's getting Cody more over and over and over, and Elimination Chamber was just part of it. I can only imagine when you guys there at front row at Philly.
Well, I'm going to bang out the results for SmackDown real quick. We don't need to talk about SmackDown too much because it was just a build-up show to Elimination Chamber. Tiffany Stratton goes on to defeat Liv Morgan. I will say this. Jay, pretty sure Tom was on an episode where I said this.
Here comes
But
the
see how good I am at spotting talent? I told you from the first moment I saw Tiffany Stratton, she was going to the top. You were babbling about Roxanne and Cora Jade.
Not wrong.
Guess what, though?
Not wrong.
Who's on SmackDown?
She's the real.
Roxanne was on SmackDown before.
Not permanently. Now shut your little ass up about Roxanne Perez. Tiffany Stratton ain't going anywhere.
Match she had, I'll give her that.
You won't see Tiffany Stratton on NXT ever again.
Can we talk about this, please?
I was hyped to see this. I was happy to see this because it's, two NXT superstars highlighting a SmackDown match. It's great. Go ahead, talk about it. Quick.
This was just a squash, but wow, to just show the explosiveness that Braun Breaker has, especially the 23 mile per hour running through the ropes. Jesus. Like, SmackDown just got their next time. This is it, guys. This is the next WrestleMania main event guy right here. You're looking at him.
I can agree with that.
Beast.
It was a great match. Pete Dunne, Tyler Bate defeat Dirty Dom, Mysterio, and JD McDonough. Keep it moving. A couple of good shots. Authors of Pain defeated the Street Profits.
Jesus.
I'm not very interested in this in a lot of these storylines, Tom. I don't know. Are you? Are you invested in any of the last 3-4 stories we just showed on here? If you can even call them that.
Between these
Definitely
two
getting there.
I'm not invested just yet. Not yet.
Because it's going nowhere.
Drew McIntyre defeated LA Knight via disqualification. He comes out looking strong on SmackDown. Logan Paul was there. Randy Orton was there. Kevin Owens was there. Bobby Lashley was there. Look, it was a good finish to a match.
I can't believe they made it to Perth.
Well, they did. That's because that was taped, though. It was live. Come on now. Anyway, Elimination Chamber. Tom, I'll go to you first. Tom, I'll go to you first. What were your thoughts on the Elimination Chamber in whole? And if you can, why don't you read the results right there and then tell me what you thought about the match?
Yeah, it was. I don't know if you guys got up early to see it live. I certainly did. It did what it had to do, and it just basically pushed the storyline forward, leading up to WrestleMania. I don't think there were any surprises at all. We set up a couple matches for WrestleMania with AJ Styles now going to be fighting. Who did he attack? I forget. LA Knight. And now we have Randy Orton against Logan Paul. Tiffany Stratton. Unbelievable performance. She really showed why she is the next level.
Yep.
And, I don't know if you know this, but she was actually trained at the age of 15 by Greg Gagne. So that's the reason why she goes out there. And she looks like she's been doing it.
I only knew about her training with Ken Anderson.
Yeah, well,
there you
she's
go.
had some great teachers, and that shows you why that she knows what she's doing out there.
Makes sense. Yeah. Kabuki Warriors defeated Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell.
Yeah, I missed that match for some reason. I don't remember that being on.
Becky Lynch emerged victorious in the Elimination Chamber to earn the right to battle Women's World Champion at WrestleMania, Rhea Ripley.
Right.
Good match. Tiffany, I thought she kind of stole the show, man. She looked great.
Yep.
Undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, the Judgment Day, defeated the New Catch Republic. Well, I saw that coming.
Mm-hmm.
Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins challenged the Bloodline on the Grayson Waller effect before taking out Austin Theory. And then Drew McIntyre, of course, won his match to take on Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Kind of knew they were going that way. Jay, go ahead. What did you think of the Elimination Chamber? I thought it would have been crazy if Logan Paul would have won.
I honestly thought this was the most enjoyable, clever men's elimination chamber that I have ever seen. And I'm just going to shoot to it. I was completely shocked that Paul hit Orton for Orton to get eliminated to set up Paul and Orton. I was surprised at setting up Styles and Knight. I thought that was clever as well. And obviously, the men's and women's elimination chamber were just too predictable. You know he was going to win. So that sets up Rollins and Drew. I thought it was 3 clever matches to just get 3 out of the way to set up for the card. I thought it was great, and I enjoyed every single of how they set it up. I definitely enjoyed Paul hitting Orton. I enjoyed that. I was just shocked. I thought they would go with LA Knight. So, you know, it's just crazy. I enjoyed it.
What did you think about the main event? Obviously, Rhea Ripley is the winner. She had her big moment.
Yeah, and I hate Nia Jax. She's still the most dangerous worker in professional wrestling to me. I don't care what people say. But this was her best match. She came back. It was good. They got a lot of time. It was enjoyable. Rhea was coming back. The crowd loved her. So obviously she's a heel, but she's doing the face as well. She was way over. Jax was basically giving it to her, selling it as it is. I mean, what more do you not like? The riptide was impressive to finish it. I thought it was a really good match, especially
I'll tell you what I don't like. I don't like that they have Becky Lynch coming out, cutting promos for weeks, basically giving away the results of this match.
Listen, if I'm going to put that match last, it's definitely worth it. I don't have no complaints of that being the last match of the card.
I'm okay with that, but why not wait till Becky just wins the Elimination Chamber and then you start the program with Rhea? You should be building up Nia Jax to be this unstoppable monster so that everybody thinks Rhea's going to lose.
They have done it for the last month. Did she not beat Becky Lynch on Raw?
Come on now, stop.
You're telling? Don't tell me Becky Lynch is just a stepping stone. You know who she is. She just said she's the backbone of the division. That's a big win.
Becky's going to lose at WrestleMania, right? Rhea Ripley's not losing that match. Anyway, well, let's get into Monday Night Raw.
Savage though, Jay. I mean, they really pushed it. They really pushed it that Becky was going to win the.
Tom's not that stupid.
I mean, elimination chambers are predictable.
Let's get into Monday Night Raw. Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch. Now, to me, this should have been their first face-off, Tom. Right here, right now, fresh off the win from Elimination Chamber. No one knows what's going to happen. It's a high-tension moment. You can advertise it all weekend. Becky Lynch, Rhea Ripley, face-to-face for the first time. Yeah. No, we don't know how to book because we have stupid people writing wrestling that used to work at Comedy Central. Jokesters. Nia Jax, of course, comes out, gets a nice sneak attack on Becky Lynch, so she's still staying in the conversation. We'll see how that's going to go. And I think this is the reason why definitely Rhea Ripley is going to win that match 100%, because this is going to be the excuse they use why Becky wasn't able to beat Rhea, because she was getting beat up by Nia Jax the whole time. Probably. Sami Zayn defeated Shinsuke Nakamura. This whole match took me back to NXT Prime when we used to see these guys go at it. This was a great match. I loved it. Jay, any thoughts on this match?
I agree with you. It's a good match.
Tom, anything from you?
Nope, it was good.
What'd you think of Raquel Rodriguez defeating Chelsea Green?
I give her a lot of credit because her illness flared back up while she went to Perth. You can notice her face was very puffy.
Yeah, shit is. My prayers are out to her. That does not look like a comfortable situation. Judgment Day interrupted Imperium to proclaim to Gunther that they are taking his IC title at WrestleMania. Now, this is an interesting change of plans because we all thought Braun Breaker. Are we getting Damian versus Gunther? Is that what's happening now?
No.
What are we getting?
Close.
What are we getting, Dom?
I was surprised. I was surprised when I saw this, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. Makes no sense to me. I don't know what it was, but if I would have booked his next challenger, I would book Chad Gable. I think it's more of a compelling story since they already have history and they had one of the best matches on Raw last year. To just go into WrestleMania, have Chad Gable have his moment to get out of that silly goofiness he's been trapped for the last 5-6 years. That is more compelling story that I could have for my night one of WrestleMania. I mean,
here's how I book it. Judgment Day's been strong as hell, and a lot of people have been clamoring for them to just break up. No reason to break it up. Rhea Ripley's your women's world champion. Dom is the Money in the Bank holder. He can cash in on Drew at the end of the night, become the world champion, give his tag title to JD McDonough, and say you and Finn are now tag team. because I'm the world champion. I don't need to be doing a tag team. And then Dirty Dom goes on to defeat Gunther for the IC title. Now Monday Night Raw comes and the entire Judgment Day is dripped in gold, stronger than ever. World champions left and right. And you know what? You can't sit there and tell me it's not in the realm of possibility.
We've done that already. Come on.
When was the last time we gave a faction full gold?
You can't count JD. And
I'm asking you a question.
They had gold already.
We haven't had a faction take full control of the company's gold since like Evolution.
I don't want to see that. Going into the new season after WrestleMania, you want to see more Judgment Day get gold?
Well, that's how you set up someone to come in and beat them. All right. I guess you don't see long term like I do. You don't like it. It's all right. We'll move on. Gunther, who knows? Maybe he's never going to lose that IC title. Maybe I'll have it for 50 years. I don't know. I'd believe it. I would believe it. Imperium defeated the New Day in a street fight. Now, I caught majority of this match. I actually liked this match. I thought it was a very good match, very entertaining, and Imperium looked strong as hell. Jay, any thoughts on this?
This was match of the night for me.
Okay.
And I don't even like the New Day or Imperium like that, but this was it. Imperium and New Day, it killed it. Terrific match, great spots. I love that sick Vinci crossbody he does. It's like 23 mile per hour. Boom. Right at your chest. And you know what I liked about this match? I didn't know who was going to win. And I like that.
Yeah, that's a fair point. It was a good match. Fair to say match of the night. Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark defeated Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. All right, Tom, here's another story that I'm going to ask you. Has this story piqued any of your interest?
No.
Jay?
No.
There we go. You heard it here live on Wrestling with Savage. Although I do love them as a tag team, I feel like you've played too many games with them already and kind of ruined how people perceive them.
You know what they're doing, right?
Oh,
they're going to do that multi-tag team at WrestleMania. Watch.
World Heavyweight Champion Seth freaking Rollins and his WrestleMania challenger Drew McIntyre engaged in a war of words. I kind of liked what Seth was wearing. But Jay, I'll go to you. What did you think of this?
Now, I read more deep to it than probably people out there, or maybe there's people out there like me that read deep into it. I truly think this was a sign of Seth getting at Cody and betraying him at WrestleMania. I have a feeling he comes off like I'm this fighting champion, but when he explained how he got to get involved in the bloodline, I didn't take those excuses like, oh, wow, that's a really good point. I took it another way. And what if this guy loses the World Heavyweight Championship? Wouldn't that be like, gee, I just lost this big title. I was the horse of this company. And now this rival I have, Cody, is going for the biggest title in night 2. I don't want to see him win. I lost. He should lose as well. I'm bitter, so he. I don't know. I got kind of that vibe from the promo that Seth took. Both guys took great points. I'm going to say something about Drew. I don't think a lot of people say this about Drew. He is doing his best work today, and I'll tell you why. He is building his own feud right in front of our eyes each and every day he comes out, even with his WWE shop merch of him and CM Punk. He's building that feud to another level that will take us to the mid-2024, and it will be eyes to see because of Drew McIntyre. So let's give him his flowers for what he's done, especially in this promo, which I thought he was excellent.
Absolute great work by Drew. And yes, he's planting seeds all over the place, which is what you should be doing when you're a professional wrestler on the level of a Drew McIntyre. And it's going to be nice to see him win a world title in front of a live crowd. I believe Drew will be winning that title. Don't know if he's going to lose it minutes after. We'll find out. I wouldn't be surprised if Damian cashes in on Gunther. Maybe Gable beats him.
I think you gotta give Gable his moment. I just truly think that, man. Especially
I wouldn't hate it. I would be very happy to see Chad Gable hold that IC title.
It's like another Olympic athlete. Hey, I just wanted the biggest stage.
Nia Jax defeated Liv Morgan by disqualification. Of course, Becky Lynch would get involved, and Cody Rhodes defeated Grayson Waller in the main event. And then Cody, of course, had to have a confrontation with Paul Heyman. Cody ended up getting the upper hand with a steel chair, taking out their security. Go ahead, Jay. Any thoughts on
First
any of
of
these
all,
last?
I saw Paul Heyman in the backstage segment before this, so I already knew he was in the building. That's number one. Number two, this was not a main event match. I'm sorry. I don't care how much you like Grayson Waller. This was not it. I would have not done this for the main event. And look, the post angle with him and Paul Heyman, what was so memorable about it? Nothing. It's just average. So nothing moves the needle. And it just basically sets up for The Rock coming on Friday on SmackDown to see what he's going to say.
What would be sick is what if The Rock comes out and then Cody comes out and then Cody tells The Rock, I have someone who knows you very well.
Cody won't be there.
And then Stone Cold's music plays, and we get Stone Cold versus The Rock at night one of Mania.
It's like a No Mercy dream match.
It could happen. I don't know. Anyway, that's the end of Raw. Real quick, we'll finish the breaking news. Chad Gable did go hard. Basically, he wants that IC title. He wants that journey to WrestleMania.
I like it.
Impressive. I loved it. Rikishi reveals that his Hell in a Cell stunt almost cost him a divorce. I didn't know that. That's news to me. That's crazy. Yeah, I guess he went off the top cage and his wife probably got very upset.
The one with the tractor?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. The Miz managed to break free from the locker room. Did you guys see this? He was trapped in a locker room for a few hours. Yeah, Miz was trapped backstage on Raw.
I didn't know it was a shoot.
No, it was legit. They couldn't get him out. They were trying to bang on the door for a couple hours.
Boy, he was watching those YouTubes.
Yes, and Tiffany Stratton dubs herself the center of the Australian universe in a bikini photo release. Those pictures are online and they are spectacular. You should go check them out.
Ludwig, how you feel about that?
The Rock channels Big Dwayne Energy in this threatening promo, new commercial for his new energy drink, Big Dwayne Energy.
I don't even drink that.
BDE. Yes. And Natty, furious after WWE 2K24 basically refuses to update her body in the game. So basically in the game, she's chubby compared to what she is now. She's very upset about it.
Wow.
WWE finally includes Bayley in a WrestleMania 40 poster after online backlash. All the Bayley fans spoke up. And you know what? They're right, because she won the Royal Rumble and it feels like they haven't been treating her like someone that wins the Royal Rumble. Agreed. Which is, to me, a slap in the face to all women. I mean, the reason you started the Women's Royal Rumble is that so women could have that same moment as the man. And then you have this woman who wins the Royal Rumble, and previous years before, Asuka won the Royal Rumble, and you just completely shit on their entire run to WrestleMania. What is the point of them winning then?
Can we just say the company don't see very high of Bayley as that person?
Probably not. And Bully Ray calls for improved recognition of the tag team division in the WWE. He's not wrong. The WWE tag team division could use some more love and more serious tag teams. John Cena drops debut video on OnlyFans platform. I don't even know why that's breaking news, but apparently it is.
I don't even have those. So.
All right, Jay, do you think we can bang out NXT in less than 10 minutes?
Oh, hell yeah. It wasn't that long.
Tom, did you watch NXT?
Total with Tom is going to bail out. I didn't
watch
NXT.
Listen, Tom, I like you, but at the shows, you got to watch your mouth, all right? All right? You're not a terrible guy. You are a little stupid at the live shows, but I don't want to see you get hurt long-term from Spencer Slade. He's the type of talent who could end your life in one move. If you mess up, fall on your head, you ain't taking no head damage right now.
I agree.
We don't want to see you in a coma.
What's happening March 24th?
March 24th?
Yeah, I heard Tony Tantalizing say he was going to get revenge.
Oh, March 24th? March 24th is a Sunday, and we'll be at the battlefield. I'll be at the battlefield. And I don't know why he thinks he's going to get revenge on me. I mean, look, in his sick mind right now, he thinks like we're playing a game of score here. He thinks I'm up 2-0 on him. And if that's the case, if we're playing a game of numbers like that, I'm going to be like The Undertaker on his stupid ass. I'm going to go up like 22-0 before he even gets close to doing anything to me. Let's be honest about it. I'm smarter than him. I'm better looking than him. I got better connections than him. Actually, I'll go as far to say that the foundation of his entire future is happening because of a phone call I made. And that's not a lie. That's a fact.
All right. I'll see you guys soon.
You got it, brother.
Hey, brother.
We better not catch you eating any hot dogs at the next show.
Yeah, that's the evidence right there. 10 by 12.
You owe me $9.99 per copy you print. I expect that by the end of the night.
Right
Keep
there.
laughing. Keep laughing. All right, Jay, go ahead. Hit us with a quick NXT recap.
Oh, this was just kind of childish. Mello wants his contract, whatever, beats up a few guards. We'll see what happens later on tonight. Let's go.
Oh, let's go. Okay, we can go.
Right here earlier today, like this is what I've been saying. Jada Parker was the only impressive one when she fought with Rizzo. She has potential. They're setting up a match against Gigi Dolan. Let's go. This woman is the next NXT babyface star. Kiana Jordan versus Kiana James. This was a decent match. I had no problem with it. I truly think Kiana Jordan is the next person, just at the fact that the finish went down. She landed really rough when Izzy Dangerous dragged her. But if somebody's going to do that finish to me, they see very high of me as that next person. And I do. They protected her. Kiana needs to win. Very impressive. Good man. Decent. Man. Over here, this is what I've been dying to see. Roxanne have a little mean streak of her, and it just continues right here with Jackson here, and this sets up a match for later on tonight. Hey, finally, the Good Brothers have come back, and they came to fight back in Nofe and Blade. And I'll just tell you, I just don't know what I'm seeing here with Nofe and Blade. They take too many losses. Good Brothers got the win. Magic Killer 1, 2, 3. It could put them in line for the NXT title match. Who knows what's going to happen? But I truly think that No Fair Blade will get out of their losing streak once they're connected with that fitness girl. I think her name is Reese, Brentley Reese. But her name is definitely Reese. And once she's back with these guys, I think these guys will get the push that they've been waiting for a very long time. Decent match. All right. Over here, everybody wants a tag team title shot against the Wolf Dogs, Braun Breaker and Barrett Corbin, who are also out there tonight. And it's good to see all the tag team. We should see some kind of turmoil, maybe an NXT devoted an hour and a half, just tag team finally for the number one contender match. Who do I want to see? I don't know, but Chase Chu got next, and we'll see what happens at Roadblock next Tuesday. What's next? This is the most impressive rookie that I've seen since Braun Breaker NXT 2.0 days. Oba Femi is showing you why he's the most confident person. Now, we've seen that earlier tonight, and we're seeing it now by the name of Savage. But this guy here is also a Savage, and he was definitely with confidence, and he's saying he wants to fight whoever. Let's go. This is what I've been dying to see. And Ilya looked like a little toy next to this guy. This guy's a beast. I love the smile he did at him, and not intimidated, not afraid of Ilya. Let's go. Jakara Jackson's first TV match. I did not know this until Vic Joseph said that, so that was impressive. I was like, wow, she did not do bad for her first TV match. Well, let's face it, it's about building Roxanne Perez and her little mean streak of not getting the title and people always getting over her and trying to step over her. Now, I like a heel just not being just a heel. I like a heel basically fighting all the other heels to show, hey, I'm still this good guy, but I'm fighting all you bad guys, but I am going to be bad. And I do like how she's going. I think they booked her right for the last 2 weeks. I think it's working, and I'm more interested to see, especially with her versus Lyra down the road. Right here is just another proof right here. I get confused all the time. First JC Jane is a baby face. Now she's going back to a heel. So what was she, a heel or a baby face, or we just didn't know what to do with her? But right here, she's clearly a heel here. Thea Hale doesn't understand. She's trying to figure out what's going on. She thinks Chase U is more than that. They're saying Chase U is for losers. especially Fallon Henley, which I don't know why she was not out in this segment. I would have had her if I'm going to call her name more than once. But we'll see what happens next week. Wolf Dogs here get interrupted by the Good Brothers who came back to NXT to win some gold. They're not intimidated. The other team is not intimidated. It's just a stand down here. We'll see what happens at Roadblock, who walks out of champs. This right here, I was surprised with my own eyes, is Dijak Luca Casafino. And Casafino, for his TV match, was very impressive. I'm surprised he got a lot of offensive moves against Dijak, and they did not look bad. It looked great, and I was very impressed. And I also was impressed that after there was a little segment of Tony D watching this match, and he was also impressed with Luca. He was like, bring him in, but then he said no. But then he says, when I tell you, then bring him in. So we'll see what happens with Luca. He's got a bright future. But right here, pause this right here because this doesn't make sense to me. I'm not interested in the feud, folks. You shouldn't be either. Don't be interested in this. Makes no sense. You got a goofy cartoon character versus a guy that hasn't been built right in NXT and Dijak. Not interested. This is the thing I was talking about. Very impressed with Luca. Let's move forward. Right here, Lara, one of the most impressive NXT champions because she is so impressive she has no character. She's going to come down the ring and give Taylor Paxley a surprise, but here we go. Savage's favorite group, rated 4, ready to defend the Heritage Cup tonight against whatever of the quarter catch crew who's going to be. We'll see. Lara Valkyrie, once again, very impressive. Paxley has more character. All right, we'll get to that. But Paxley has more character. Lara doesn't. She's trying. I'm hoping to build it to something where you can see the friendship is forming and it's slowly being planted in the seeds in front of us. Now, let's get to Rich because that was just the most horrible thing I had to watch on TV. And we'll talk about that big ass surprise because that was Sean Spears. I can't believe he's back. Looks like he's using the chairman reference he had in his old job. We'll see where that goes. But I want to get it Rich. I've since saying it, they should have never booked him by basically breaking Ilya's neck or so-called neck and doing it. I always said it was a bad thing. This was cringeworthy to watch because he's a good talker, but this gimmick will get him nowhere where he wants to be. I think they killed it for a reason. They killed him. But it's great to see Spears. Jesus. Chairman is back in NXT. Right here. Once again, Obafemi, you put him on a camera. I know it's pre-recorded, but Jesus, he's just killing it. He's killing it. And I don't know what to say. You want to see confidence? Watch Savage. Here we go. Melo's not going to go out there to get his contract with Ava out there. We'll see what happens. Here we go. Lexus King, Ron Wagner. They had a match. Now, the match was decent, but I'm going to say this. Ron Wagner is getting nowhere to me. I can't believe I'm saying that for a second-generation star. And Lexus King is in limbo. He's in limbo in that movie section. He don't even know where to get out. How do I get out of here? It may take me 5 years. Maybe it takes 7. But it's taking him a long time. Decent match. Don't really care about both characters. Let's go. No, Rich doesn't need a manager. Jesus. He could talk. He's a good talker. It's just the gimmick is bad. Dijak here once again fighting JC. Now, this Savage always says, oh my God, this is the next star right here, Gigi Dolan. Well, let me tell you something. The next star is Jada Parker. And she showed it here. She was very impressive in this match. I think it was way better than the Rizzo matches she has had. Very good. Ariana Grace just makes no sense coming out here. I don't get it. Gigi Dolan, Ariana Grace, we should see soon. We'll see what happens. See you soon. Who can that be? The silent match, I'm not interested. No quarter catch crew gives Savage's hero Nomar Dar. Basically, I'm not a fan of the matches at all. I didn't really think highly of it. But I will say this, the Heritage Cup makes more sense being on quarter catch crew because they're about wrestling than being on somebody that Nomar Dar. Hopefully Nomar Dar and his crew can actually fight some real gold. So kudos to them for losing, right? Sean Spears is back. I didn't really enjoy the reason that he gave. I thought it didn't really make sense to me, but we'll see what happens. Next week, we'll see who walks out to champ. Chase U or Braun Breaker versus Van and Gary Corbin. We'll see. Well, I do have the Kabuki Warriors at this, but I would love to see Lara win. Right here was the shocker right here. I was surprised that Tony D came out, but I do like it. The fact you take him out of that tag team division that he's been stuck for the last 2 years, even though he has great chemistry with Stacks. It came a long way, but you need to get Tony D single out. This was the good segment right here to do it. Now, do I think he's going to win next Tuesday? No, he's going to lose. I still have Trick and Mello and Ilya because that is the story to go into WrestleMania Stand and Deliver. I do like how they're doing with Tony, but Mello got the last laugh tonight. We'll see what happens on Robot.
Overall, man, I actually really enjoyed NXT tonight. Some great debuts, some good surprises, fresh talent having matches for the first time. You have storylines progressing well. Wolf Dogs looking like studs coming out with shades on, acting like assholes that running the division, running the whole thing. I love it. It's in their chemistry. Everything is so good from those guys. And then, of course, Tony D at the end of the night, like you said, nice surprise to see him get that push, get that rub. I'm very confident he's going to win that match against Carmelo.
Oh, yeah.
And
I got Mello.
Well, I would like to see Tony because Mello belongs on SmackDown. Mello belongs on WrestleMania. Mello does not belong on NXT.
There's no story there. There's no story there. The story's been Mello, Trick, Ilya.
I think the story is Mello and Trick, and I think you can put that on WrestleMania by putting them both on SmackDown.
How great would Trick not only beat Ilya, but beat his best friend Mello? That's the story right there. You got to do it.
What better moment than at WrestleMania if you can elevate Trick Williams to the point where you have that entire Philadelphia stadium chanting Trick that, whoop that Trick.
They will, but listen, you have to have a triple threat. You know why? Because of Trick's basic in-ring work. You have to. You will be making more.
I think he's
triple threat than a singles.
He's much more improved now than you give him credit for, but nonetheless, we'll see what's going to happen with that. I am interested to see what's going to happen between Carmelo and Tony D next week. And I look at it like this: Tony D, he showed a lot of power tonight by coming out, literally taking control of all of Carmelo's security. Obviously, Tony has the connections, he has the money, and he has numbers on his side. Carmelo doesn't have any friends. So my point is, next week, Tony D has a huge X factor in his back pocket, which is he runs NXT. He is the Don of NXT, and we're going to have to wait and see how that's going to go. But all in all, NXT was a great show tonight. I thought it was better than Monday Night Raw. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion.
Maybe, right?
If you stick around... I'm going to play the full match right now, Jay. If people want to watch it, you can dip if you want. You can watch it, but people watch.
They told me I'm allowed to be out here for this, so.
That's nice. We've got priority. You've got to move.
I understand that.
You can't be interrupting the stream.
I'm not interrupting the stream, bro. I do this for a living, trust me.
Stick to the plan.
Here, you know where it's at. Extra guy right here, huh?
Get him, Slim. Again.
Okay, you can't really see a star.
Get him, Slim.
Come on, what you got? Stay at home, Joe.
Tap his ass up! Make him feel the same.
Tap, go. Tap. Tap. Tap.
How does that feel? Huh? How does that feel? Get that knee in there! Get that submission!
Got him in the sitting in the chair. Right there.
Quit, Joe! Quit! You can't man up to me, Joe. Stay up!
Future of professional wrestling right here in Queens, New York. Spencer Slade. Best thing going today in pro wrestling. Shut your ass up if you know what you're doing. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are?
What? You know who the hell you are? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you?
I'm Savage.
I don't know who you are.
You understand? You understand?
Yeah, I didn't touch him. I didn't touch him.
I think that ever did. Shut your mouth! Shut your mouth! You all better respect Spencer Slade! Respect Spencer Slade!
I'm gonna screw you up bad. Don't you ever bullshit me like that again.
Or pay the
No, I did you pushing you like that girl right there.
The whole locker room is on notice!
Let me do it.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, project you live as a champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.